Какой след?
What war footprint?
Тут болит.
There is an ache in the soul.
This is our fighters returning from their position. Alexei, Oleg, dear. In civilian life, doctors, lawyers. Now they do their duty. They came to us to shoot a film. By the way, here especially for you. Hello. Lieutenant of our intelligence service. Presented for the award of the order. For the work that we are doing in the present time. What kind of bookkeeping you have here? And this is us keeping records of eliminated Moscows. Colonel, captain, lieutenant, and so on. The feeling of fear in extreme situations is kind of there. But this feeling is dulled by the understanding that I have my friends behind me, for whom I have to worry. And not only to worry, but also to think about keeping them alive. My son died in Mariupol. It happened on March 20th during an operation. To be honest, I don't even know the details. I know that he was in a reconnaissance company, and during the operation to evacuate the wounded he was mortally wounded and died. I'm going through it in pain. It hurts insanely. The grief is compounded by the fact that I still can't get my son's body from Mariupol, because Mariupol is under deep siege, and it is being ruthlessly destroyed. Hatred of the enemy? Hate for the enemy just boils over. Just boiling and burning inside. It just... Of course I have a dream. My daughter will be 1 year old on May 21st. Of course I have a dream. I want to see my child grow up.
When Dima and I found out that we were going to have a baby, I was excited, but at the same time, my husband said in response to this, "That's a good thing. Natasha, you always said you wanted kids, and when we found out that we were going to have a daughter, Dmitry was very happy and said, I knew we were going to have a girl." Every night when he came home from work, he would sit down next to me, put his hand on my stomach and say, "My little dwarf. How are you?" Daddy's here. These were joyful moments in our lives. Then there was a partner childbirth, which he was very afraid of. But afterwards he said, "I'm very glad. It's something every man should go through. to see the birth of his child. Our little daughter was growing up. We dreamed that we would go on vacation together, that we would travel and vacation together. Dima really wanted to build his daughter a house in the yard for her to play in. He began to build it, but unfortunately, he didn't finish it. 9 months of absolute happiness since our daughter's birthday. And then the war began, which brought a lot of grief for everyone. He went to defend me, his daughter, our country. It was hard for us to part, but he couldn't do otherwise. He always came home the first chance he got. It was rare. For a day or two, there was always an unexpected phone call. In those situations, he would ask how you were doing, what you were doing, and then he would say, "Open the door. Daddy's here." He was always on the positive side. He always said, "Don't think about the bad things. Everything's gonna be all right. Natasha, just trust me." He was so confident that everything was going to be okay that we didn't even doubt it. And then came December 4, when world collapsed and everything stopped.
On December 4, my brother was killed. The guys called me and told me that he had come under artillery fire with his soldiers. My brother managed to send 2 soldiers to the dugout. The guys were seriously wounded. They survived. Unfortunately, my brother was gone. It happened near Bakhmut, near Belaya Gora. At the time, I was, frankly speaking, in a state of shock. I didn't know what to do. Out of habit, I started dialing my brother's number on the phone. I always called him when there was a situation of crisis. It was because my brother always helped me with everything. He told me the right decisions, gave me confidence. He was my mentor. What consequences did the war leave in my life? It is a deep scar in my soul for the rest of my life. A sense of anger, of revenge, the loss of myself. Part of me is definitely gone because my own brother, whom I loved very much, is gone.
That's the kind of trouble that happened in our family. I still can't get used to the fact that they are no longer in our lives. They were great guys, son and grandson alike. They had a close bond with their father and mother. Kostya was Dima's son from his first marriage.
Тесная связь с отцом и с мамой. Это Костя от первого брака. Это было ужасно. Это было...
It was terrible. It was very hard to live through it all. Kostya, who grew up with me. And before that, we couldn't bury Kostya for a very long time because they wouldn't return his body to us. We didn't bury him until September 3. He died on March 20, but we didn't bury him until September 3. And then there was the nightmarish day of December 4 when they reported that Dima was also gone. It was a total shock. Such are the consequences of war, knowing and living with the fact that your beloved and native boys are gone. It's a terrible thing.
Shortly before his death, he looked at his daughter and said, "I really want us to have more children." He wanted that very much, especially after his eldest son died.
Особенно после смерти старшего сына.